Yo, what's up guys, AFC18 here back with a new video. In this video we're going to continue the Road to Top 100 series on PokeMMO. So currently we are at 797.70 rating. Really close to 800. Let's actually, I believe 805 is where threshold is. Let's check it out. So the leaderboard 804.95, so we basically need 805, so about 8 points, 6 points, 6.30. I don't think I'll get it today, but let's see how far we go. I'll just enter the queue, and yeah. So honestly guys, I'm not sure if I'm going to finish this series, just because I'm really getting into the new Pokemon MMO called Pokemon Blaze Online that's currently been released. So I haven't really taken much time playing PokeMMO, playing PvP games, but hopefully I'll find time to play soon again. But yeah, the season is almost ending, so that's why I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm going to pause the video, guys, and I'll see you guys in a bit once we find a battle. A few seconds to go, guys, and we are facing. Oh, the first battle's always taking long. Yeah, okay. So Scissor is gonna be good and it's gonna be bad, but I kind of want to lead up with Mienshao over Rotom in case he leads with the Mamoswine, as Mamoswine could be a potential stall blocker, but he decides to lead up with Gengar. I'll just switch into my Rotom. We should eat up 2 hits, even if he specs. As he goes for a Wisp. That might actually be Hex then, like Will-O-Wisp Hex. That would make sense. Yeah, it goes for Hex. So I get the Volt Switch damage off. This should be enough for Dragon Claw from Salamence to kill him. We are Choice Scarf, so we are going to outspeed him. Because he's not Choice Scarf since he used Will-O-Wisp into Hex. And Dragon Claw should do some decent damage. Hopefully he stays in. Nice. So he does get the Curse Body proc up, which is kind of annoying. Because if Tyranitar's Choice Band, he could get off a free Pursuit. He can go Gyarados and Dragon Dance up. I am kind of forced to bring in my Rotom on this, because I'm going to need my Hippowdon. Going to need Mienshao now that Gengar is gone. Scissor could be nice as well against the Mamoswine. So I am going Rotom here, as he goes for Dragon Dance. So I don't think he goes for Ice Fang here, because it doesn't kill me and he should bear Volt Switch. So he's most, if he has Power Whip, he's going for it now, and otherwise he goes for a Waterfall, trying to flinch me into it, KO me. So in both cases, Salamence should be fine. We get the Intimidate off and resist either Waterfall or Power Whip. Most likely Power Whip though, be staying in. We switched first, so he's staying in. And he does indeed go for the Power Whip, which is 4 times resisted plus Intimidate. We ate that up, and we're just going for Thunder Fang here. Nice. So he didn't expect the Choice Scarf, obviously. He knows I'm Choice Scarf, but he didn't expect the Thunder Fang, because no Salamence is running Thunder Fang, only mine. But just for these kind of situations. But now Mamoswine does come in, and yeah, my Rotom is pretty low, but maybe I'll be able to get off a Pain Split later. And it is also my Flash Cannon resist against the Magnezone, so I am actually gonna bring in my Scissor. If he does make the crazy double into Magnezone, then he's a legend, but no, he does go for Icicle Crash, and that actually did quite a bit, because I don't see Life Orb. And if I don't see Life Orb, I assume it's Choice Band, considering he does so much. So I'm gonna U-turn here. as the Magnezone does come in, and we'll get some nice chip on this. Really nice chip. And yeah, could go Hippowdon maybe, Beta Flash Cannon, but I don't know if he's Specs or Scarfed. Like if he's Specs, then we 100% go Mienshao, claim a kill with close combat, but we don't know yet. Fire Fang from Salamence doesn't knock him out, so I think going Rose Raid is the best mid round. Because Rose Raid is gonna take any attack, and we can just set up a spike. We go first, so this is not choice scarfed. And he goes for Flash Cannon. He didn't gain leftovers recovery, so I assume he's most likely choiced. And that looks to be choice specs, because Rose Raid took a lot of damage there. What I could do now is go into my Rotom. Rotom does 4 times resist the Flash Cannon, so this should literally do no damage. Let's see. Yum. Okay, nice. And we can just get our Pain Split off. Rotom could still be nice against Mamoswine and Excadrill. Getting some nice recovery. I did gain a lot of health from this, so this might actually be max HP. But we don't see leftovers. I'm gonna bring in my Rose Raid. His Choice Banded Pursuit. That would be crazy. As he goes for rocks. Okay, so this is most likely defensive, especially defensive. What we could do is just go for the Giga Drain here. Like, I don't need Rose Raid anymore. We already found out Magnezone isn't Choice Scarf through Rose Raid. That was basically jump, and we have a Spike up as well. So I'll just go for Giga and just let him knock me out. Actually goes for Pursuit. That isn't going to kill. And there's no reason for me to click HP Fire trying to predict his switch. We can just Giga Drain there, because we have Spikes up. Yeah, so he goes into Magnezone, switches in onto Spikes, but Magnezone isn't Choice Scarf, so we get the Giga Drain damage off. They're below half HP, and that should be in Hidden Power Fire range. And it wouldn't make sense for him to go into Tyranitar there, because then he just took damage for nothing. Yeah, so Magnezone dies, and even if he went Mamoswine, Mamoswine doesn't have Thick Fat in this game because that's an hidden ability. So that would still be super effective damage. But now I'll just sack this. Rapid Spin might actually knock me up because it should be buffed. Like, the damage should be buffed. Yeah. But I didn't want to bring in Hippowdon and get crit or something. I'll go Hippowdon. He showed Life Orb, so this thing is a bit on the timer. Form of damage I get. I'll just Earthquake here. As he goes Mamoswine, and now Mamoswine is also in Bullet Punch range. Pretty sure this is Choice Banded though. I should probably be calking the damage he did on my Scissor earlier, but I'm a bit lazy today, guys. Like, I also don't want to bring in Scissor on a Choice Banded Earthquake right now. You could go Rotom. He does Icicle Crush me. That's way too much, man. If he was Life Orbed, okay, but he isn't Life Orbed. And I'm pretty sure that's not Metronome. Because Metronome on the first hit does normal damage. Because for Icicle crit, he has to be Choice Banded. If I go Mienshao now, but yeah, I'm not sure. But again, I don't feel like gawking. I really don't feel like gawking. So what I'm actually gonna do, guys, I'm gonna bring in Scizor. Just Bullet Punch, honestly. Because even if Excadrill comes in, his defense is not that high, and he's Life Orb. He decides to sack the Renatar though. As Excadrill comes in, I just go Salamence in case he has Swords Dance. So we still get the Intimidate off. He already showed Rapid Spin, by the way. I does Swords Dance Rapid Spin. Assuming it's Earthquake. But if... well, Iron Head might kill me. But if it's not Iron Head, if it's Rock Slide... yeah, it is Rock Slide. That means Hippowdon doesn't have to worry about flinch from Iron Head. So what I could do is just go Hippowdon here. And we just Earthquake here. Okay. So one tick of damage here. He has to be banded though. I'm gonna go Scizor. Like he has to be banded. The damage he did earlier, him spamming certain moves. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna U-turn. Don't actually need to, because if he kills me, I get a Mienshao and spam close combat until, because he does switch into this and we just click Earthquake. And Hippowdon is really bulky, guys, for max defense. So I'm just gonna Earthquake. Like he should be, yeah, he should be going for Earthquake himself, his strongest attack. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna live Ice Shard from Mamoswine. I'm pretty sure. And otherwise, there's Mienshao is full HP as well, and he needs 2 crits. Like I should have just skulked earlier. But that thing is 100% Choice Banded. Yeah. Just too lazy, guys. Just too lazy. Especially after... now we should be at 800, right? No, actually. We're at 799. We only got 1.30 points. Okay. A bit unfortunate, but it is fine. 799. Okay. It's gonna queue up again and I'll pause the video till we find another battle, boys. Be right back. Okay, a few seconds on queue and here it is, man. Just give us a good opponent that gives us at least 1 rating, then we'll be at 800. Robat. Okay. This looks like a really annoying team to beat, but if I had Conkeldurr, boys. Oh well. He leads up with Crobat, that's a bit unfortunate. I led up with Rose Raid just because it led up really well against all his other members. But him leading Crobat most likely means he has U-turn on this, so I'm gonna bring in my Rotom. Pretty sure U-turn is coming out. Oh, he goes straight for Brave Bird. Okay. So Brave Bird. At least it's not an annoying nasty plot set. I'm just gonna Volt Switch here as he U-turns. I don't think he goes Hippo. It's likely Chansey coming in. Or goes into his Rotom, whatever, Rotom Maw. But I'll get the Volt Switch damage up, which is some nice chip. Okay, very little nice chip. But I'm gonna bring in Rose Raid. And we're just gonna click Spikes here. Because I kinda want to find out if he's Scarfed. If he's Scarfed, he's most likely going with Volt Switch. Just imagine going Hippo there. And that would be crazy. But he does indeed Volt Switch. Then he goes into the Chansey. Maybe scouting for Sludge Bomb. Crobat is like the safest switch, but especially because he has Black Sludge, but he goes Chansey. I'm gonna Spike again. Having 2 layers up. He goes for Teleport. And he brings in Salamence. The only reason you go Salamence is if you have Defog on this. Otherwise, you just go Crobat and U-turn. So what I'm actually gonna do here, if he's physical max attack, then screw it. But I outspeed him, and he does indeed go for Defog, and we poison the Salamence. And yeah, Toxic never misses when used by a poison type, so Elements being poisoned is really nice because now it's more difficult for him to stay in longer period of time. But I'll go into my Rotom now. As he goes for Draco. Okay, so he did about 65%, 65 damage. With the leftovers, I'm outside of 2-hit KO range. So I'm gonna Pain Split. I was at 101 HP before he clicked Draco. He switched out, gained some recovery and some damage on the Rotom. Nice, nice, nice. And I'm gonna bring in my Rose right there. Most likely Volt Switch coming up, but Rotom can come in later and get another Pain Split off or something. He actually goes for Leaf Storm, so maybe favoring another Pain Split on his Volt Switch or something. But now he's locked into Leaf Storm, so what I kind of want to do here is just set up another Spike. Because if he goes Salamence, he's forced to defog. But now he goes into the Crobat, which is fine. He did show U-turn Brave Bird. I assume he has Roost, and because Salamence is defog, don't think Crobat has it, so he most likely has Taunt. I'm gonna bring in Hippo. Actually goes for Brave Bird, even better, because he's gonna take Froakie Helm on his recoil. And I'm pretty sure this thing doesn't have Heat Wave. Most likely Flamethrower on the Salamence. So what I'm gonna do is just go hard Scissor, because he must have Taunt if Salamence is the defogger. I don't think you need to run double defog on that team. Yeah, he does go for Taunt. And because he didn't damage me, I can bluff either a Choice Scarf or a Choice Band. So what I'm gonna do is just U-turn over Bullet Punching. It doesn't make sense for me to Sword Stance because Salamence is basically still at full HP. He does end up going for the Roost, but I still get some extra damage up just because he just lost his Flying type because of the Roost. So that's nice. And I can bring in my Rotom on this. And he's 100% gonna U-turn. So what I'm gonna try to do is Pain Split again here. And hopefully he goes into the Chansey fairing Volt Switch. There's the U-turn coming. Goes into the Rotom again. Well, it's still a bit of recovery and chip. A bit. That's literally nothing. But Sandstorm adds on to the damage, so it's okay. I'm gonna bring I'm actually gonna pain split there. Yeah, because the Rose Raid switch was so obvious. And now I'm still getting the pain split. And if he goes Chansey now, like I initially hoped, like if he clicked Leaf Storm there, then okay. That would have been really annoying, but Rose Raid was so free coming in there. And now I get the pain split off. Let's actually check. We are on top, so I'm definitely getting quite some points. He was ranked 29 or something, so I'm just Volt switching, and he has to click Soft Boiler. If he doesn't, then pretty much anything on my team is gonna kill him. So I'm gonna go hard Mian Shao. Don't have to fear a T-Wave, don't have to fear a Toxic. And he does go for Soft Boil. And I'm just gonna U-turn there. Like he could definitely live a close combat from there, most likely if he's max defense with Eviolite. I'm gonna U-turn. But he shouldn't. He shouldn't take the close combat there on Chansey and does go into Salamence. I get the U-turn damage off. Because every bit of damage on Salamence is nice now, considering he's poisoned. And I can go into my Rotom. And basically, what we can do is Volt Switch here. Because he is most likely looking for a Defog. But if he's gonna take this Volt Switch combined... Oh, he actually Draco. But Volt Switch combined with the poison damage puts him close to half HP. But now that he Dracoed, it's even easier for me. I was still going to make the same play. But I go Mian Shao. I was still going to make the same play even if he did Defog there. But because he Dracoed, it's even easier now. Because I get in Mian Shao. He kind of needs to Roost or Defog. Roost basically, but I'm gonna taunt. And the only thing that can safely come in is the Hippowdon, so I'm gonna go for Toxic. If he goes into Crobat, good for you, man. I could be packing Stone Edge, so yeah, he does go into the Hippo, and that's really huge. And we connect as well, so his main physical walls are basically poisoned. That makes it much easier to kill them. And we can just U-turn out. I don't want to take an Earthquake. Like, I don't have to predict his Stealth Rock. I can just go U-turn. If he goes for rocks, we go into our own Hippo and just set up our own rocks. Because then he's forced to defog his own rocks away. And he does indeed go for Earthquake, so a Hippowdon basically at half HP. And I can just go for Slack Off. Makes no sense for me to get up rocks now, because yeah, he's definitely looking for an opportunity to heal the Salamence. I wouldn't have gained anything if I went for rocks there. But now I'm outside of Draco range. And he's definitely gonna look for a Roost. So I'm actually gonna Earthquake once. Because the longer he stays in, the more damage the poison is gonna do. So, and because he roosted, his flying type is removed. And that makes it easier for me to get up rocks. Like he roosts now. And what I can actually do here. This is why it's really nice to poison the Salamence. We can just Stealth Rock again. Because he definitely wants to defog those away. I keep up rocks. And just in case he goes for Draco here, I'm just gonna Slack Off. I don't want Hippowdon to get too low, as he does switch out. So maybe we should have actually switched ourselves. But it's fine. Again, I'll just bring in Rose Raid. I just didn't have a good switch for Draco, with Rotom being that low. He goes for Trick. Okay. So he gets the Black Sludge from me. Okay, I'm just gonna set up a Spike. I mean, he goes Chansey, because Chansey has teleport. Okay, so he just decided to Volt Switch, I guess. Like, I assumed he goes Chansey to get a safe teleport into Salamence there. Because I could have easily killed this Rotom. But he really wanted to make this play. Because it would have been the same thing. Like, I would have still been locked into any attack and you basically get a free teleport into Salamence. But yeah, now he gets the Roost off. I'm gonna go hard Mienshao on this. There's no way you're clicking Draco against Roserade while you're this low and while I have Hazards up. Yeah, so he does Defog. I don't think he's low enough yet. Close combat. I'm gonna U-turn as Crobat comes in. Like, he knows my whole moveset, so yeah, obviously Crobat is a good pivot into Mienshao now. Okay. He's at 37.6%. Rotom is 26. If I get a Swords Dance with Scizor, then Salamence still gets the Intimidate. I actually need to call this. I don't think I knock him out after Intimidate, so... And if I had Stealth Rocks up, I would 100% go Scizor here, but... I don't knock out Salamence. He can U-turn, basically. I'm gonna go Hippowdon first. Just to summon the Sandstorm. Because now he's most likely going for the taunt. So I'll bring in Scizor on the taunt. Now I have the extra Sandstorm damage, which is gonna help me to hit KOing the Salamence. Unfortunately, I'm not able to go for Swords Dance, but I can just click Bullet Punch, and if he does U-turn, Crobat will take like 50% or something. Just Bullet Punch here. He roosts. And maybe he thinks I'm Choice Scarf because I didn't reveal my item yet. Scizor came in on full HP every time, so I'm gonna U-turn and hopefully he's gonna hard switch. Oh yeah, okay, he hard switches into his own Scizor. I get some nice damage there. I can get some more damage up because I want to go Rotom over Hippowdon, just because if I go Hippowdon, he just goes hard Salamence. Like, he can even U-turn to guarantee the Salamence. But if I go this, then Salamence cannot come in, so I just Volt Switch. Luckily, he doesn't outspeed me, so it's not running max speed on this. Get the Volt Switch damage off as he pursues me. I do live, but he clicked Pursuit, so it's most likely Choice Banded. So what I can actually do is I'm gonna bring in my Scizor. And I'm gonna go for SD. As he goes into his Hippowdon. So this Swords Dance should do like 40 plus damage. The Bullet Punch should do like 40 plus damage. He's poisoned. I'm just gonna click Bullet Punch. He needs to face me out with Roar, but he's gonna die to poison if he does so. Yeah, so he does Roar, but he has no leftovers because he had Rocky Helmet, and he's gonna die to poison. If he slacked off there, then eventually the poison would have caught up with him to the point where he dies to poison combined with my Bullet Punch, and then my Scizor basically wins from there. But yeah, now I've Rotom in. He decides to go Crobat. That's a pretty free U-turn. I don't want to play this because I kind of don't want Salamence to heal up. This Rotom is usually my main switch for it. And I do think my Rotom can still get a defog off against his team, and if he does, it can be really annoying to him. So we don't have to lose this Pokemon. Maybe we just go Hippowdon. Because if he U-turns, he's gonna take damage. He actually Brave Birds. I don't agree with that play. Maybe he thought Scissor would come in, but still. If I would bring in Scissor on U-turn, you just get in Salamence again. He taunts now. I was hoping he wouldn't taunt, just because I made the Scissor play that many times. So that's kind of unfortunate. However, he's gonna Roost now most likely, so I'm gonna bring in my Scissor. Ah, shoot. So he can get in Salamence. I was hoping for him to Roost there, but he's still at half HP, so still gonna be helpful. And with the Intimidate, I'm not gonna knock him out with Bullet Punch, especially with the Sandstorm being gone. I do need to switch out there. Okay. I'm gonna go Hippowdon, just in case he wants to Roost. Goes for Flamethrower. Okay. It might actually be in Draco range now. Okay, well the Sandstorm is up now. So what we could do as well... I only needed Rotom to come in on Salamence, mainly. Stealth Rock would be really nice, but I feel like he's going for Draco. And even if he doesn't, Poison damage plus Sandstorm damage is still gonna do a lot. And next turn he's gonna take it again. That's if he needs to knock me out, otherwise I get a Pain Split off. But he does go for the Draco. Okay. So now Salamence is basically eliminated. With the Poison and Sandstorm. He actually lives. Well, it's still pretty much eliminated. I'm actually gonna go Hippowdon. I don't mind him roosting. Because now, because he clicked Draco, I get up rocks. Because this is gonna help against Crobat. And again, if he wants to defog, he's gonna die for it, so there's really no problem for me. I'm gonna slack off now. Because this can still be useful against Scizor. It's chance he comes in. And all we have to do is not allow Salamence to come back in. And that should win us out. And a play that does exactly this is going into Mian Shao, since we don't care about being poisoned, because we still get a free close combat off. He teleports, and he cannot teleport into Salamence. So he goes into Crobat. But at this point, one SD with Scizor should win me the game. So what I'm gonna do is U-turn. If he Brave Bird kills me, he's gonna take Recoil, and then he's basically dead. But he decides to Roost. So my U-turn does a bit of extra damage because he lost his Flying type. Some nice damage, and we can just go into our Scizor. I could Sword Stance, but I don't want to play around with Taunt. Like Bullet Punch is gonna be a 2-hit KO. Regardless, it's gonna 2-hit KO the Salamence. So we just Bullet Punch. And he decides to go for Brave Bird. But with the leftovers, we'll still gain some recovery. Salamence doesn't have Rookie Helmet, so every turn we recover basically. He does switch out though into the Rotom. So Crobat is gonna die to Stealth Rock next time. And he's gonna be in bullet punch range regardless of Intimidate. So now Scissor comes in. And I don't know, I don't know his spread, so he might live bullet punch. Bowden is an easy play, but we have to prevent the defog from Salamence, because Crobat could still be a problem, especially with Scissor at this HP. So I'm gonna make the play that doesn't allow Salamence to come in, and that's bringing in my own Salamence, because I still get the Intimidate off. His Scissor was banned from what I've seen. He used Pursuit, and he does decide to U-turn. So imagine me switching into Hippowdon there on the U-turn. He gets in Salamence, gets the defog, and Crobat gets to a Roost at one point. And now, again, I just go hard Mienshao. That doesn't allow him to teleport into the Salamence. And here we just click Close Combat. I either kill Chansey, kill Scizor, kill Crobat, or kill Salamence. And if I kill Salamence, he cannot defog. If I kill Crobat, he cannot win the game anymore. If I kill Scizor there, and he has nothing that threatens my Mienshao. So it was already checkmate. Now Scizor comes in. And I'm just gonna stay in a close combat as he decides to bullet punch. And we just go into elements. I'm just gonna go for, let's see, Rock Slide. It's nah, Thunder Fang has higher accuracy, and it hits elements as well. So we Thunder Fang, knock out the Scizor. Maybe I should have actually Dragon Claw there, because even if he kills me, the moment Scizor comes in, I already win. So Thunder Fang. Yeah, I should have just Dragon Clawed on the Scizor. Even if he kills me and I don't knock him out, Scizor comes in and wins. Because if I missed Thunder Fang there, he could have gotten off a defog and that would have been super bad. Well, even if that happened, if I missed Thunder Fang, yeah, if I missed Thunder Fang there, I could have actually switched out and gone for Dragon Claw later. He was still poisoned, so actually it was no big deal. But those little things might matter in some other games, you know. Yeah, that was that game. We got almost 2 points. So we are at 886. Oh. No, that's suspected. Leaderboard. Yeah, so we're like 4 points away, I think. Yeah, our battle is about to start, guys, so let's see. Hopefully we get another opponent like the previous one. But this guy has a Fortress. Cool. I'm gonna lead Rose Raid. If it's Fortress, we can HP fire it. Scizor vice versa. If he leaves Chansey, we can get up a Spike. Garchomp, okay. Looking at his team, only way he can knock me out if he's physically offensive. But that would mean that Hippowdon was his whole team. So I think this is a Stealth Rocker with Draco. That makes more sense on this team. So what I actually want to do, I'll go for Toxic. I don't care about him subbing up because I do have Hippowdon in the bag. But if I land the Toxic on the Garchomp, assuming he's specially offensive, weakens him. And if he's physically offensive, then Hippowdon is like all his whole team are physical attackers, so then Hippowdon is gonna wall his whole team. Unless it's max special attack Salamence, but that would be crazy, and I still have Rotom for that anyway, so we'll see. With Toxic. Maybe Giga Draining would have been better though, because a Giga Drain damage would have put him in range of close combat from Mienshao. There's no cancel button, so it's fine. I do not care too much about Rose Rain in this game. If I can find out what kind of Garchomp this is. It does take a lot of time for this turn though. I hope he doesn't DC on me. Because looking at his team, this could be a fun game. Like, he has a lot of offensive threats. Especially Medicham. You better move, dude. Okay. I goes into Fortress. Yeah, I should have kicked out Renegade. Because then I could have broken Sturdy. But I'll still hit HP Fire. So he's most likely gonna get up his hazards. Spikes. Toxic Spikes doesn't make sense because I do have Rose Raid. Or he just goes for Volt Switch, okay? Okay. Now the Garchomp comes in again. I did get off my Hidden Power Fire on the Fortress, so I'm just gonna set up a Spike here. Again, I don't. If this is a physically offensive Garchomp, then Hippowdon's yeah, indeed, it goes for Flamethrower. Even if this is Life Orb, I'm gonna eat it up. But that's definitely max special attack. I get up my spikes. Fortress is basically dead. And I'm gonna bring in my Rotom on this. Assuming he has Draco Meteor as well. And if Fortress is his only Rapid Spinner, then he doesn't remove my hazards anymore. Unless the Salamence has Defog. So I'll just Volt Switch here. And he does end up switching out. Could be Scarf Chomp. Now Chansey. And I can just go Mienshao. I kind of want to find out if the Salamence is defensive. Maybe with Rocky Helmet. So I'm not going to predict it. I'm just going to click Close Combat. As he decides to click Sec Fortress. So I don't get the defense drop. Meaning that Ghost Bandit Bullet Punch from Scissors not a guaranteed KO. But he goes into the Salamence. Yeah. Well, I would U-turn there. If you, the only way you can kill me is if you're Scarfed Air Slash, which I don't expect. But I don't know what kind of Salamence is going to be. If it's physical, we have Hippo. If he's defensive, we have Rotom. Like with Draco Meteor or something. But there's no way you're Scarfed. Yeah, I'll U-turn. And let's see. That did actually quite a bit of damage, considering Intimidate, resisting. I'm gonna go Hippo. This might be an offensive Salamence. I think he goes for sub, okay. But surely is interesting, guys. Just gonna Stealth Rock now. I can easily phase him out, so he's gonna take the Rocky Helmet damage. And I get out Rocks. Are you sub DD? Yeah, you basically eliminate yourself. I'll just slack off here. Okay, Roost on this. So, Dragon Claw, Roost, Substitute. You have Dragon Dance. That means my Scissor can easily set up on you. Show me Dragon Dance out. I'm still gonna I'm gonna roar him out as he does reveal Dragon Dance. So that's literally a set, meaning he only has a Dragon type attack to do damage with, meaning Scissor can set up and look at Scissor once I weaken his Scissor. But now Medicham comes in. I don't have a switch for this. Straight up. So I'm just gonna stay in. Cannot knock me out from full HP, so that's why okay, don't freeze me. Don't freeze me. Please, 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 please. Don't freeze me. Come on. Oh. because that would be the only way he could win, because like Hippowdon is literally gonna wall his whole team. Now that I know his Salamence set. And with both hazards up, I'm really confident we can win this game. I just like off here. I see Sword Stances. Okay, so it's in Sword Stance set. But it doesn't matter because we can just roar this out as well. And even with that +2, he should still not do... He should do under half my health, so I'm just gonna roar him again. As he goes for superpower, so this might actually be Sword Stance 3 attacks, meaning that Hippowdon can just next time can click Earthquake. I roar him, and let's see, he goes into the Salamence, which we know his whole moveset of, so we can just slack off again. As he DDs, nothing is gonna happen there. Because again, we can just roar him out. Like, he should probably change his team. If your whole team gets walled by a Hippowdon, one of the most used physical walls in the game, then you should change something. Maybe remove a physical dragon type and swap it for a special attacker or something. Okay, Dragon Claws, we roar him out. Get him into the Garchomp. And at this point, I'm just gonna bring in Rotom. But he showed Flamethrower earlier. Goes for Earthquake, okay. But maybe you're Scarf, because I didn't see Life Orb, I don't see lefties. I'm gonna Volt Switch here, maybe you're Scarfed. Stealth, so you're not Scarfed. However, Stealth, I'm gonna spam Volt Switch here. Draco Meet, okay, now I'm definitely gonna spam Volt Switch. Because Draco, Draco, Flamethrower, Stealth, Earthquake. If he gets me low enough, I just Pain Split and put something at really low HP. So I just Volt Switch, and the moment he gets in Chansey, I just get him Yancha and click Close Combat with both hazards up. And he decided to give up there. He probably knew there was nothing he could do there. Because I either get off my Volt Switch something and kill something, or he gets me low enough to the point where I Pain Split. But that puts it at 801.77, so at least across the 100 rating mark. And yeah, like 3.30 points is what we need to at least reach 100. But yeah, honestly guys, I don't know if I'll continue or finish this series, because even though there are only a few points, it's still gonna take me a few hours most likely. Just because one battle sometimes just gives me less than, just like this game, I get 0.91, sometimes I get 0.20, 0.15s, and yeah, it does take me some time to finish those battles. And if I lose quite some points, and I have to make up for it with 2 or 3 games. And I'd rather play Pokemon Blaze Online right now, just because I want to get the grind over with, so I can start getting my PvP team there, making some PvP content over there. I'll still play PokeMMO though, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'll finish this Road to Top 100 series. You'll definitely see me play some casual PvP ranked games on MMO. They won't be like me trying to get to a certain rank or something. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this battle. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't subscribed already. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Check out my Discord server if you are interested in the team, because I have a PokePaste link right there. Check out the description for that as well. And with that being said guys, have a wonderful day, peace out, and I'll see you guys next time.